Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing another Pokemon TCG deck profile. Today I'm going to be doing another standard format one, Primal Clash through Steam Siege. This is another deck that didn't really gain anything from Steam Siege, the Reuniclus deck. This is a fairly slow deck, but it's also kind of pretty straightforward. And most games, like you probably have a 60 or a 40-60 matchup against most things, so I mean it's not very favorable against most things. But I mean, if you can set up really well, it can definitely steal games. Like you shouldn't underestimate it too much. So let's just get right into it. First, we have a 4/4 Reuniclus line. These all have pretty interesting attacks. Solosis has Mini Link, does 10 damage plus 30 more if you have a Solosis on your bench. Then Duosion has Double Link, 10 does 30 more if you have a Solosis on your bench, and then does an extra 60 more if you have a Duosion on your bench. And then Reuniclus does 30 more if you have Solosis on your bench, 60 more if you have Duosion on your bench, and 90 more if you have another Reuniclus on your bench. And that does stack. So Reuniclus is the main attacker here. We want to have a It's the difficult part of the deck. The reason that it's kind of slow is because we always want to have a Reuniclus active, then a Reuniclus on our bench, then a Solosis on our bench, and a Duosion on our bench. This way, we are doing 190 damage for one Psychic and one Colorless. But, say for whatever reason we're forced to evolve this Solosis into a Duosion, that means we're doing 30 less damage. We're only doing 160, which isn't a good enough number. Or if we have two Reuniclus, now we're, like, it's just, if we had this, now we're only doing 130. So it can get kind of tricky with the numbers there. But there are definitely ways, I mean, it's definitely possible to make this deck work really well. So that's what we're going to try and do. Next we have two Shaman EX. Let's finish off our Pokemon line. You know, Shaman EX is in every deck. It's necessary. 4 Professor Sycamore and 4N. Professor Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7. Best draw support in the game. And both players shuffle their hand to their deck and draw 6 cards. This is especially good in this deck, seeing as you aren't going to be able to attack until, like, at least your third turn. 2 Lysander, 2 Skyla. Lysander, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon, just to bring something up that you can knock out. Makes it a lot easier to take quick knockouts using Reuniclus, unlike Shamans. Plus, it can also hit for weakness against Hoopa. Then the Skylas just allow us to search out like more Pokeball cards and things like that. Next, 4 Ultra Ball and 4 Level Ball. We have to play 4/4 because we need to keep searching out those all those members of the Reuniclus line. We need to have tons of them. We need to have almost all of them in play at all times. So it's very important to have lots of ways of searching them out. And to cap that up, 4 puzzles of time allows us to get our Reuniclus line back in the deck, as well as get our ball cards back. That way we can search them out again and again. 4 Trainer's Mail. This is mainly just to dig for the ball cards again. This just allows it to search for trainers. Good card. It's in every one of my Primal Clash through Steam Siege decks so far. 1 Repeat Ball. Just another way to search out Pokemon. 3 VS Seeker to get back those supporters. 2 Super Odd. You can use this with energy too, but mainly this is just to shuffle back Reuniclus lines because we can't have. We always have to, if we want to be doing 190 damage, we always have to have all 4 Solosis in play, or else we can't do that. 2 Evo Soda just allows us to search our deck for a Pokemon that results from one of our Pokemon already in play and evolve it. I mean, that's just another way of searching up Pokemon. Then we have 10 Psychic Energy. Pretty standard line. We just have 10. It's like, this is enough that we can draw into it when we need it. Remember, our attack cost is 2, so we can't play like 6 because we won't draw into them enough. But 10's a good number. Plus we have 2 Super Rods, so we don't need more than 10. So yeah, 10's pretty solid. So that's it for the deck. Pretty straightforward. Just get out tons of Pokemon. Usually you might have to sacrifice like a Shaman on the first 2 turns of the game while you set your Pokemon up on the bench. Which, I mean, I know seems like scary and like a stupid thing to do, but I mean, you kind of have to with this deck, and you can usually come back from it if you do lose a Shaman. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next deck profile.